Success as a real estate agent. We're back. So, the best of the rest. Homelight, OJO, Redfin, Veterans United. There are some other very good third-party lead generation websites today. Most that I highlight in this section are in what I call the play at closing variety. What that means is that you have no cost until you get paid. As a newer agent or an agent who is trying to ramp up production, your risk with those sites is minimal. Your investment time to create a quality profile on their site and work to lead to gain an appointment. There are not investing dollars until you receive your commission payment. The challenge as a new agent, you don't have much of a track record of sales because these companies are vested with you and only make money if you convert the lead and close the lead. Many of these companies don't take on new agents. They have a vetting process before they send leads to agents. It makes logical sense because they are paying the cost to generate the leads up front. Also, these sites vary by marketplace. Highlight could be gangbusters in Omaha, Nebraska, and a dud in Jacksonville, Florida. It's hard to know without trying and testing. With any of these lead success sources, the one consistent is that the speed to lead wins more often than not. What I mean by speed to lead is how fast you respond once the lead is sent to you. And leads from these services are non-exclusive. In some cases, you have only seconds to make that call before some other agent beats you to it. Most of these pay at closing lead sources distribute the same lead to 3 or more agents. So the person that works fast, works consistently, and continues their attempts to reach the lead wins more business. Your objective of any follow-up with a lead is to book a face-to-face appointment, whether that's traditional or virtual. It's the appointment that is going to convert much better than other agents. Here are the best of the rest of the third-party lead generators. Highlight is the most consistent lead generator among the options in this section. You complete against at least 3 or other agents for Highlight's prospects, and those competitors are likely some of the best agents in your marketplace. You must be prepared to deliver a high quality listing presentation and give impeccable sales skills, or don't bother playing in this sandbox. Highlight vets agents before sending them leads, so you may not get a chance as a new agent. OJO bought out a long-standing company in Movado. Movado has for decades been one of the strongest online pay at closing lead sources. OJO has only added to the strong online lead generation system. It creates more buyer leads than seller leads. Redfin is a virtual real estate company. They have agents in their brokerage in many of the largest markets in the US. The leads in those markets go to their in-house agents. Redfin has many markets where they don't have in-house agents. And that's where the opportunity lies. For example, I have a client in Midland, Michigan, where there is no Redfin brokerage. She closed 2 deals in the first 90 days of getting leads from Redfin and had 2 others pending while she was actively working with another 4 committed clients to find homes. Redfin has developed a strong SEO on their website and comes up in the top 5 sites in most real estate markets and organic searches. If Redfin is not in your market area or only serves some of your market area, it should be at top of the list for buyer leads. Veterans United offers niche opportunities to work with military-oriented buyers and sellers. The prospects have a military background, either active or retired from their military service. If you work in a military market or retirement military market, this lead opportunity should be explored. The leads are created by one of the largest veterans administrations, VA, leaders nationally. These leads are just inquiries about VA financing or in the loan application process for a VA loan. The leads are more typically buyers than sellers. If your market has low listing inventory, it may be tough for VA buyers to secure a home. Sellers and some agents are turned off by VA loans because they have more stringent guidelines for the property. Don't let that stop you from at least checking out Veterans United as a lead source. There are a number of other services you might want to review if you like the thought of no upfront cost. Pay at closing opportunities. You could further research Agent Proto, Upnest, Clever, Effective Agents, Referral Exchange, Estately, Fast Export, and Rocket Homes. Just remember that some will be greater in your market and others won't. There is no pattern, rhythm, or way to determine the results before you dive in the deep end of the pool. And now I'm on a new chapter. Creating leads through timeless channels. In this path, unlock the secrets of client development and discover how, when, and why to prospect and market for business. Know the advantages of referrals and create a winning referral-based strategy. Get the goods on how to win business from expired and FSBO listings. Discover how to plan and execute the perfect open house and how to use open houses as the ultimate prospecting approach. In this chapter, targeting the right prospects, knowing and meeting your objectives. Thinking of prospecting as a never-ending building cycle. And chapter 9, prospecting for gold, generating listings and sales. Prospecting is one of the easiest but most misunderstood concepts in the field of sales. This is especially true with the explosion of online lead generation, reduced phone communication, the prevalence of social media, and increased texting and direct messaging. Attempting to balance prospecting and marketing has never been harder. Sales trainers constantly try to sell their prospecting free systems, and worldwide speaking circuits basically saying you'll never have to prospect again if you use my system. And because salespeople secretly don't want to prospect, they readily buy into the too good to be true no prospecting philosophy. But both marketing and prospecting have a place in your business. The correct positioning for today's technology world is to be prospecting focused and marketing advanced. As a new real estate agent, I joined an office full of experienced agents who were doing well. I know that to succeed, I need to prospect. I don't know how much then that I understand the value of prospecting based on the results I've experienced in my previous sales job. I'd come into the office at 7 a.m. and by 8 a.m. I'd be talking to an expired listing, FSBOS. People within my sphere of influence, whomever I could reach on the phone. The snickering from the other offices didn't escape my notice, nor did it redirect my efforts. The laughing died down within 6 months when my listings and sales put me on top performing lists. And it stopped altogether when I made over 6 figures in my first year in the business. I became the number 1 agent in the office after my 3rd year in the business. And my commitment to prospecting never stopped. Prospecting is the pathway to sales success. Knowing why prospecting still works. That's where we'll pick off next. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos.